Hello students, this is Mrs. Rupper and today we're going to talk about literal equations. A literal equation is an equation where the unknown values are represented by variables. For example, if you have volume equals length times width times height, or V equals L times W times H, and we want you to solve for H. Now there's no numbers, so we just have to keep everything in letter form. So what we have to do is we want to solve for H, so we want H by itself. So in order to get rid of the L and the W, we do the inverse operations for L and W. So since it's multiplied, we use the division property of equality, and we're going to divide both sides by L and W. Okay, so that cancels out with that cancels with that. Now we can see what's left, that V equals, or H equals V divided by LW. So if you knew the volume of something, the length and the width, and you needed the height, you would just take the volume and divide it by the length and the width, and that would get you your formula there. Then this bottom one here says volume equals length times width times height, or V equals LWH. Solve for L. Okay, so if we're trying to get L by itself, we would have to divide by W and H. Okay, so then those would cancel out, and we see that L equals V over WH. Okay. All right, now we're going to get some other kinds of literal equations from your worksheet. So if you have your green worksheet out, we can do a couple of problems from the green worksheet. Okay, so number 2 says x plus y equals z, and we're going to be solving for y. So this time we have to subtract because we have x plus y, and we want to do the inverse operation. So we will then be subtracting x away from y. So if I go minus x here, minus x there. Now I'm not going to put the x directly under the z because they are unlike terms. They're not the same variables to the same power, so I cannot combine them. This comes down and y equals z, that's not a 2, it's a z, minus x. Y is all by itself, and now we are done. We solved for y. The next one, it gets a little more difficult. I think this was number 7. I don't know for sure, but maybe it was number 4. Let me look at the worksheet. Okay, 4, it's number 4, so 3t plus u equals v. And we're going to solve for u. Now, it's a little more complicated because we have this 3 and this t, right? But 3 and t are together added to u, so all we have to do is subtract 3t. And again, I'm going to offset it a little bit on this side. I'm going to bring the u down, watching for the sign in case it's a negative, which it is not. So u equals v minus 3t. And then you're finished. Okay? Next one, number 9, 2t plus u equals v, and we're going to solve for t. Okay, first we want to get rid of what's added or subtracted, so we're going to go minus u, which again we can't combine with the v, and we get 2t equals v minus u. Now t is still not by itself, so we have to divide by 2 to get t by itself. It has to be everything over here divided by 2. Okay, so then your final answer is t equals v minus u divided by 2. And there's your final answer. So again, v minus u divided by 2. Okay, and then the last one I'm going to do for you over here, number 11. 1/2 x plus y equals 10. We got to get x by itself. So to get rid of y, I'm going to go minus y. Minus y. And again, we're getting rid of everything around that's added first or subtracted around it. And then we'll worry about multiplication or division. So we're left with 1/2 x, this goes away, equals 10 minus y. Now, I can see this is 1/2 times x, and I've got to get my coefficient to 1. So I'm going to multiply this side by 2, and that'll make my coefficient 1. And I'm going to multiply this also by 2. So I get x equals 2, I'm moving the 2 to the front, times 10 minus y. Now I could go one more step and actually go x equals 20 minus 2y. And either of those answers would be acceptable. Okay? So again, x equals 20 minus 2y, or x equals 2 parentheses 10 minus y. Okay? That should give you a pretty good start on working on the worksheet. Good luck and have fun.